Hello everyone, this is a quick tutorial on how I record and render my gameplay and whatnot. A lot of people were asking how I do it, so I figured I'll make a quick video. I mean, this isn't the best you can come up with. I have to do it this way. This is the best I can come up with my upload speed, as I'll talk about later. But what I use, I mean, there's several other kinds, but I use Fraps. It's the easiest to use, I think, and probably one of the best, but I'm sure there's some other ones that are out there. And the settings I use to record are 30 FPS to record with that. I use full size. I use F9 for video capture R key. You can do whatever you want with that. And then the sound. You can also use your fraps to record your talking and whatnot, but I don't use that. And then that's pretty standard. But that's pretty much that, really. And then what I use to record my actual commentaries and whatnot is Audacity. Sorry, it was on my other screen here. Um, this is easy to use. It's free, so you can't really complain. It has a few like effects and whatnot. I mean, it's free, so there's only so much you can do with that. And when I'm done recording commentary here, as you can see, this is basically a live commentary, but usually I will do this after the match while I'm watching it. And you basically, I can't do it right now because it's running, but you go to export, and then I use Sony Vegas. I do not use Adobe Premiere, and I'll talk about it later, but you export as .mp2. Sony Vegas cannot read MP3s or something else like that for whatever reason, but that's fine. And basically, after I record a match, I'll bring all those clips into Windows Live Movie Maker. This is a failed attempt at doing the same exact video, so as you can see there. But you just basically have to drag and drop. Everyone can pretty much use this if you have Windows. It's pretty easy to use. The Apple one, Final Cut Pro, I believe it's called, just destroys this though, so that's not really fair, but that's fine. And this has a basic, some animation and whatnot. Easy editing tools. I don't use this. I do it in Sony Vegas. I'll edit this if I ever 2 more minutes record of another match because I forgot to stop recording or something like that. And that's what I do basic editing in this. And this is very important. Where is it? Right here. If you have a 16:9 or a 4:3 aspect ratio, make sure you choose the right one or it will come screwed up. If you have 4.3, do not do 16.9, well, 16:9 ratio here, because it will come out stretched and all pixelated and whatnot and won't even look good. So just go with 4.3 if you don't have a 16:9. And then after I put everything in here, make sure everything is there. I go with save movie, and hopefully it'll come up soon. There we go. It depends on what you're doing it for, really. You can do custom ones if you don't find what you're looking for, but I do it for high definition display because I record at 1080p, and that's the biggest one, obviously. Then you can just do recommended for this project, and it's 1080p anyway. But if you do 720p, I think you have to make your own. I don't know if this is it. Let's see what this is. Yeah, I guess you can do that one. I'm not too sure though. But I just made a custom one just in case I have to do 720p for whatever reason. But yeah, that's basically that. After that finishes, that takes about 30 minutes maybe, depending on the size of the match and whatnot. But that's that. After I do that, I mean, after it's finished rendering and all that, I bring it into Sony Vegas. I use Sony Vegas because I find it better for me personally. I mean, I just like the UI. It's just better for me. And I should have started here. Here we go. Alright. Sorry, it took a little bit there. Now I just open my project. I usually do recent projects here. This one you already saw. This was my latest project. You can see it's pretty simple to use here. I just basically do this. I start with this one, my latest match I upload. When I want to upload another one, I already have my introduction and all that stuff, so I just have to delete the actual match and the commentary to that one and just plop them in when I do that. When this is, you can do a lot of stuff with this. I mean, it's way too much to go over, but I just find it better than Adobe Premiere for me personally, just the way I work with it. It's easier for me. I mean, but this is what everyone wants to see, it seems like. I go to render as, file render as, And then when this comes up, this is what everyone wants to see. Again, this is for me because my upload speed is terrible. But when I render a video, it comes roughly 640 megabytes, and that takes me 2 hours to upload, which is just terrible. So this one will work for people who are better, who have worse upload speed than normal people, and this is a decent quality for that kind of file size and whatnot. Um, I'll talk about some better quality videos you can make if you have a better upload speed, but I go to custom here and audio. Well, you can see basic of all my things I use. A little custom, and I'll talk about, but it's basically all that. The audio, it's not a big deal. This is what people want to see. I do Windows Movie because it gives me the best quality that I can come up with. If you have a better one, please say in the comments, and I'll test it out. But I record at 1080p, so I want to render as 1080p. If you don't have that, 720p is good. It won't be as good, but the file size will be much smaller. So again, if you just do record at 720p, it would be much faster for me and for people without a good internet speed anyway. But bitrate is important. I use 8 megabytes, and that will give me the quality I use. But that's basically the things I use. CBR, blah blah. That's all technical stuff. That's the best I could come up with. But if you have a better upload speed, Sony Vegas does not have it. But if you use Adobe Premiere, use H.264. It will give you the best quality I've seen so far. It's huge file size though, so that's why I don't use it. But if you're just doing 720p, it won't be as big. But I like to do 1080p, so 1080p it's roughly 1.5 gigs if I remember right, and that'll take me forever to upload, so I can't do that. But if you want to use that, it's 7 to 8 bitrate is pretty good for that codec. And Adobe Premiere has it, this doesn't. So if you use Sony Vegas, don't even try. I bet you can like download from somewhere or something, but I haven't really looked at it that much. So but that's basically that. And then this will take roughly 45 minutes to render on my computer. If you have a better CPU and whatnot, it'll be slower. Faster. What am I talking about? Faster. And yeah, that's basically that. And then after that's done, I just go to YouTube and upload. That's basically it. I hope this helped you out. Let me see if I forgot anything. Don't believe so. I'll probably remember after I'm watching this, so I'll put it in the description below the video. And I hope you like this. Please comment, rate, and subscribe, and